Hey guys, what's up? It's Daniel, and this is a response to FireGXLOL's video he made, Ryan Drummond versus Jason Griffith versus Roger Craig Smith. Sorry about my mic quality, it kind of sucks, but anyway. Well, first of all, I highly disagree with a lot of what you're saying, and some of it is just downright false. Let me also start by saying that you were saying how you like the voice acting better in Sonic Heroes than you do in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Well, the reason for that is probably because in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, they had to dub the voices. So the mouth movements wouldn't match the voices unless the characters dragged out the lines, or the actors dragged out the lines, so they couldn't act quite as well because they had to drag out their lines. In Heroes, it's a bit different because they actually changed the mouth movements to match the voices, at least in the majority of the scenes in there. I know they at least did it for the really good CG cutscenes, so that's probably why you like his acting better in Heroes, because he was able to act in Heroes the way he was used to acting. Also, you need to get your facts straight, because Drummond was an actor long before he started doing Sonic the Hedgehog's voice. He was in numerous plays and television and even movies, so don't go saying something when you don't know it for sure to be true. So also, you were saying how you think Griffith's voice is the best voice because it's bad and you like parodying it. Well, for people like me who grew up with Sonic, who have been with Sonic since the very beginning, and love Sonic as a character, why would someone like me ever want my childhood hero to be voiced by someone that's bad? You even admit that he's bad. But obviously you don't care as much about the character as I do, because you like Griffith's voice, and you'd rather have a voice that that you can make fun of than an actually good voice. That just seems disrespectful to the character. Now, it's fine if you're just more of a aloof Sonic fan. You like Griffith's voice because it's fun to make fun of. I get it, but like, you should show some respect for people like me who have grown up with Sonic, and I really care about that character. He's helped shape my own personality. I mean, of course, someone like me who's passionate about Sonic isn't going to want him to sound horrible. And that's why I had so much hate, and why I feel a lot of people had so much quote-unquote hate towards Griffith from the beginning, is because I really feel like you just ruined the character for me. I couldn't even play the games because, like, I mean, it didn't ruin the games. I mean, the games were pretty bad during that time anyways, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions too. But he didn't ruin the games, but he ruined Sonic's personality, which was a huge deal to me. I just don't feel like playing a game that ruins my childhood hero's personality. It just did not feel right. Now, my views on Griffith aren't as like bad as they were before. I even think he's probably like a good person, but like, I just don't respect him as a voice actor, to be honest, and that's just my opinion. I'll probably do a video about that later, more explaining why exactly, but anyways, I'll get into that later. Even though you probably already know to some point why, considering you said you think he's a terrible actor also. Oh, and just a little side note, you said people couldn't say they were doing the Drummond.
Well, I can say I'm doing the Drummond.
And just to be fair, I can also say I'm doing the Griffith. Yeah! But that is not what I want Sonic to sound like. No. You say Griffith really brought something to Sonic that never existed before. Yes, he brought crap to Sonic. You're saying that Griffith really brought something to Sonic that never existed before, the whole parody thing. Well, if maybe you're not clever enough to parody Sonic without Griffith, but I think it'd be pretty easy. But really, I mean, like, you should care more about the actual series than parodying the series. I mean, you said it yourself, you at least like Drummond's voice for Sonic, and at least Sonic Heroes, but you're saying Griffith is terrible, so I just don't see why you'd prefer him. It just seems like all you care about is the parody aspect. That's the only conclusion I can draw from that. Also, you brought up Roger Craig Smith, and immediately afterwards you started mentioning Sonic 4 as if he voiced in those games. He doesn't voice in those games. I'm sure you're probably aware of this. I just don't understand why you brought up Sonic 4 as if he did voice in the games. But whatever. Just for the record, so this whole thing isn't just ripping on you. I'm a huge fan of Jaleel White also, so props on that. But I definitely prefer Drummond over Griffith. But I think I like Jaleel and Drummond basically equal. I think Jaleel suits Sonic's old image better, and Drummond suited Sonic's new school look better. And I'm sorry, man, they did not model the 3D Sonic Adventure off of the Genesis game one. I mean, yeah, it looks similar, but even Sonic from today looks similar. Sonic Adventure was really the first game where they completely changed Sonic's design. It's been that way since then. It hasn't changed much. Maybe got a little slimmer, but it's basically the same model. I just don't think in Sonic Adventure they could do it as well as they wanted to, considering, I guess, the polygon count was a lot lower and stuff in the Dreamcast. I don't really know. But, yeah. I think they really meant to make him more like he looks in Sonic Adventure DX, which is that slender model and stuff, because, I mean, it's the director's cut. Makes sense. Oh, and I guess you can't help it if you dislike the Genesis games, the heart and soul of the Sonic franchise. But to say you hate them, that's just an ignorant statement. I mean, the games that you enjoy, like Sonic Adventure and the games with Griffith in them and whatnot, I mean, those games just would not be what they are without the Genesis games. I mean, so many of the elements came from the Genesis games. I don't get how you can say you hate them. It just seems a little overboard. Also, why is it that you own 2 copies of Sonic 4, the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog 3, if you don't like Sonic the Hedgehog 3? That makes no sense to me, but whatever. Also, on a final note, I feel to be a true fan of a video game franchise, you have to like the games. Period. Goodbye.